folks, so welcome to the December Geek Fuel unboxing. So Geek Fuel is one of the few remaining Geek boxes that I still subscribe to. What I always try to do with these boxes is talk about the one thing they do that kind of sets them apart from the rest. And what you'll see in here, Geek Fuel, they have this cool little mascot character, and every box they do something with the mascot where the mascot is somehow themed. The past couple, they did old Thundercats action figure cards, Superpower Collection action figure cards, Mario cards. So it's always kind of interesting to see what they will do with the theming for the pin on any given particular month. So let's go ahead and dive in. Let's see what we've got here. So the first thing we have is, it is December. That does mean that Christmas is, oh my god, look at that. Christmas is only several days away, if you celebrate that. And honoring one of our favorite geek Christmas movies, Gremlins. And what I was noticing is, if you take a look at this, they kind of went all out on this. They actually embossed that with a little felt. So kind of a cool touch. Again, one of the things that I always appreciate about Geek Fuel is they really do try to go a little above and beyond what you would expect from one of these boxes. So, even something like that, a magazine which is probably going to wind up in the trash soon. Kind of a nice touch on it. So I see the t-shirt, which I'm going to set off to the side, so we can just kind of dive in here and see what we've got. Let's see. So this is from Kid Robot, the South Park line. Now, I'm going to own it. Emotionally, I grew out of South Park probably by the early 2000s. I was really into it when it came out, but at the same time when it came out, I was kind of in my early to mid 20s, and I was kind of in that immature mindset, and I kind of grew out of South Park very, 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 very quickly. Anyway, I don't know much about the character. Like I said, South Park, no real interest. For me, I see South Park, I kind of see the seed of online internet troll culture. But it is apparently awesome. It is a Kid Robot figure. So kind of cool. Nothing that I would display in my office. Nothing that I would want seen in my office. But it looks like they had a variant made. Now this, okay, you got my attention, kids. Now the one thing I will say, the Kid Robot was an off-the-shelf. They made a variant, obviously, like glitter, but kind of off-the-shelf. And likewise, this is off-the-shelf, but I'm going to give it a pass for two reasons. So what we have here is a Star Wars Rebel Alliance insignia keychain, and again, I say it's off the shelf because we have a UPC code, meaning that this was probably manufactured for The Force Awakens, and once the film had passed, it was put into liquidation, and Geek Fuel bought it up. But anyway, the reason why I'm giving it is, first of all, it's the Rebel Alliance. This is, for me, let's talk. Spoiler alert, so I'm saying this right now. Spoiler alert, if you have not seen The Last Jedi, pause. Because this film has divided my social media. People either love the film or they hate the film. And I am in the love category for so many reasons. I'm going to own it. I was in tears for about half the film, between the scenes with General Leia and the scenes with Luke Skywalker. I was a wreck to the point where I saw it twice, and I will probably see it a third in the very near future. One of the things I was writing about last night is, when I was a kid, Star Wars came out when I was 5 years old, and Luke Skywalker was kind of one of my original heroes. He set the moral compass that I kind of used to guide myself growing up. And people have had, well, I don't like the way that it ended. I don't like the way that Luke's story ended. I did this big write-up last night about how it fits his character. Luke began disillusioned, and he found the rebellion, and he learned that he was a Jedi, and then he learned that the Jedis weren't really the good moral people. And then at the very end, sacrifices himself to buy the rebellion extra time. And I know that I have people who are just diehard fanatics of the Empire. I kind of grew up on the wrong side of that binary. I've never been one who has had any kind of real power that I could use to, I guess we'll say, influence. The Empire did a lot more than influence, but nonetheless, I was always on the sides of the underdogs. I kind of lived a majority of my life with my back against the wall, one emergency to the next, one emergency to the next, one emergency to the next. As we speak, I'm trying to crowdsource money to get the tires replaced on my car, because all of the student loans that I took out when I was a doctoral student many years ago have finally come due. Right when I kind of got a majority of my credit cards cleared up, and then here comes this $500 that I've somehow got to produce to get tires put on my car, because the old ones are just kind of there. So that is the story of the rebellion. Back against the wall, back against the wall, back against the wall. It's just from it's a perpetual state of rolling crisis. So for me, I've always identified with the rebellion. So seeing this, I love this. If it was an Empire insignia, I'd kind of be rolling my eyes, but I will forgive. Now that I've just ruined Star Wars for the last 2.5 minutes for people who haven't seen it, I will forgive the inclusion of off-the-shelf stuff in this case. So let's see what else we've got in here. I'm kind of putting a hand in the box and saying, oh, the game, right. I keep forgetting this until I do the unboxing video every month. One of the other things that I really enjoy about Geek Fuel is they always put in a game every month. It's a Steam game. You go in, you put your code in. So this month we have Poncho, downloadable Steam game, ponchogame.com. A robot, a poncho, and a journey of discovery. Make your way through this wonderful world of pixelated parallax platforming. Alliteration. Good job, guys. To solve the ultimate puzzle, who is Poncho? So, always nice to see, it's like a $5 or a $10 game, but it's something in there that you can drop into Steam, and even if you play it once or twice, it's still fun. That, for me, I think is one of the things that I've really noticed gone missing in the boxes this year. Again, it's December 20th, 2017. This was the year that saw Nerd Block die. And, 3 years ago, Nerd Block was the juggernaut of these services. And what happened was Nerd Block, they started to lose the joy. They started to lose the fun. The boxes were getting crappier to the point. I had some boxes. You watch some old Nerd Block videos or Arcade Block. I had some boxes where I was legitimately depressed. My mood took a downturn after I opened up some of the boxes. And I think even something like this, a $5 Steam game, is something fun. I don't think that a lot of the boxes are really doing that much anymore. Even Loot Crate, which is on life support. A lot of their last boxes have just not been fun. And I think that is the one thing that kind of gives Geek Fuel the advantage here. Even something like a simple little $5 Steam game, this is something fun. And I think that's what these companies need to start putting back into their boxes every month, at least the Geek stuff. Let's see here. So I think... we have the pin. Oh my God, we have the pin. Oh, you guys, like, you outdo yourself every bloody month. So let's talk about the packaging first. The packaging first, obviously, they're basing it on the old Lord of the Rings DVDs, and there's something about December. When the first film came out, when Fellowship came out, the next year it came out on DVD, and they put these New Line, some really nice deluxe DVDs out that kind of had a slip cover, and you could put them up. They look really nice on the shelf, and it looks to me like that's what they're trying to emulate with this, to the point where I need to see what does this say? Geek Fuel. They've taken the product and they've kind of scripted it, like the script inside the ring. But the big thing, and this is why I was talking about the DVDs, if we take a look here, that looks very similar to the DVDs that New Line was putting out for the original trilogy. And of course, we open this up, and again, this is an enamel pin. This is designed to be taken out of the package and worn. I have not done that with a single pin yet, though, because the packaging looks so good. That's what I love about this company. When I talk about the fact that they go above and beyond, they could have phoned this in. They could have done just a really, really, really shitty packaging job on it. But the fact that they didn't, this is why Geek Fuel is kind of my current favorite of all the surviving boxes that made it through 2017. This is why Geek Fuel is my favorite. This is why I look forward to them every month. Even if we look on the back, again, they've just done so much with this. And we have, so, the other thing they do is they parody whatever license they're parodying. Something about some kind of a robot or a cyborg thing. So in this case, we've got Robo Bag Pins, Gandroid the Grey, Lazarlaz, Gimbot, Cyborg, and Protocol. So we kind of have the primary characters there, and if we take a look, I have the Gimli pin, and I am totally okay with that. So again, the pin is one of the joys of the boxes. One of the reasons why I am always happy to see something from Geek Fuel show up, because there is going to be fun in this box, and like I said earlier, that is the thing missing from Loot Crate right now: the fun and the joy of the product. 3 years ago, when I really started going deep on unboxings, Nerd Block and Loot Crate both, it was fun to get those boxes because you had no idea what the hell was going to be in there. And then each of those companies kind of got into their respective thing, and they just started phoning it in, especially once each company started to diversify and add more and more things to their line. They had the template for Nerd Block. They had the template for Loot Crate, and they really didn't change it. And the quality of the boxes got really, really, really shitty. I don't mind the fact that they kind of have a template here, because they do enough modifications where, again, this is fun. I've just spent 3 minutes gushing over an enamel pin because they have put so much quality and they have put so much detail. I should probably hold it. There we go. So much quality and so much detail into these. That for me is the fun of the box. So the last thing we have here is, I'm going to have to pull this out. So the t-shirt. The t-shirt is very good. Men's 3XL. Oh my God. That was a good oh my God. All right, so someone has taken the Super Mario franchise and they have redone it as Japanese art. I mean, this shirt. I'm not a big fan of the gray. I'm going to say that right now, but this shirt is amazing. I want to see that I can get that in there. So, we have Mario in kind of samurai armor holding a fireball. So he's obviously, we see the fire flower down there. So it's obviously Fire Mario. Up here, I'm not a big fan. I'm going to say it. Is a big old fat dude. Bowser is my homeboy, but we will forgive the thin splaining on this and the thin washing for this one time. Bowser has been put in as a Asian-style dragon. I mean, this T-shirt just fucking rocks. Man, I am this A+. You all did an exceptional job with this month's box, and I am genuinely looking forward to seeing what you have coming in 2018. Your bar is set. Geek Fuel, whatever you do, please do not drop it. Do not go down the path of Nerd Block. Do not go down the path of Loot Crate. You have a phenomenal product right now. Keep your quality up. Keep being awesome. Absolutely love seeing your stuff come in. So let's go ahead and do a quick recap on this. So we have, okay, fine. I should grab this too. Actually, two things. I'm going to show this off very quickly just because they are starting to make the boxes kind of dioramas and interactive, which is what Loot Crate does. So, this is obviously designed to be a showpiece. Here we go. We'll pull it all together. A showpiece for the Kid Robot thing. Obviously supposed to look like South Park. They even have the cutout of the tree and the sign there in the background. And there's even a mount point for it. You can't really see it. There's a mount point for the sign. So, exceptional job. Again, not a big fan of South Park, but I can forgive that for everything in the box. So we had the Kid Robot, Awesome-O. It looks like there we go, I can hold it up right. It looks like this is a exclusive gold glitter edition for Geek Fuel this month. We have the Gimli pin. I'm just going to show this off one more time just because we have the Gimli pin. Folks, y'all are in Colorado. Whatever you're doing to stay creative. I'm not making any insinuations, but whatever you're doing to stay creative, sorry, left eye, Rocket Raccoon, keep doing that. Next up, we have Poncho, the game on Steam. We have the Star Wars leather Rebel Insignia keychain, which I will be cutting out and probably putting my office keys on. And then finally, the official name is Boss Battle. Geek Fuel exclusive. Ancient tales of a legendary warrior defeating an angry beast in the faraway Mushroom Kingdom have spanned for decades, providing entertainment for generations to come. In our interpretation, everyone's favorite video game hero/plumber must face the dangerous mythological dragon and take back his palace. If he fails, let's hope he at least has one more life left. And oh, look at this. I completely and totally lucked out. So, in another universe, I am getting the Imperial keychain right now, and I am probably a little pissed off and frothing. But in this one, I got the Rebel keychain. Again, great box. I don't even do the holiday, but Christmas came early this year. Exceptional job, folks. So at this point in time, if you want, you can please, by all means, click the subscribe button and get these on a regular basis at this point in time. For the geek stuff, Geek Fuel, Super Geek Box, and Loot Crate is on life support. Over on the gentleman's side, Gentleman's Box is our current reigning champion, followed very closely by Sprezza Box, and then you have poor Birchbox, who has also been phoning it in for the last few years, kind of pulling up in the rear. I do have, at some point in time in the very near future, i.e. tonight or tomorrow, I do have the winter quarter Gentleman's Box, Premium Box, so I will be unboxing that. So until then, I will see you all for the next video. Again, please subscribe, leave some comments. I'm trying to interact with people in the comments. Beyond that, be good to each other, stay safe out there. Happy Yule. Sorry.